Roach Industries was a small manufacturing business in the 1940s to the 1950s. Elmer R. Roach was the owner, and he was an inventor who paid attention to detail and quality. His business began in Bryan, Ohio, making toys from wood due to the scarcity of scrap metal during World War II. Elmer opened his first Mount Vernon, Ohio factory on West High Street near Riverside Park. He applied for his first patent to the U.S. Patent Office on April 2, 1945, for an original design of a toy metal race car and started production on August 21, 1945. This first production site was destroyed by a storm that knocked down the entire building. Thankfully, no one was working that day, so no people got hurt. The new building, which was 100 by 20 feet in size and had a steel frame, is now the location of the Howard Street Garage on the corner of Howard Street and Roundhouse Lane. Elmer lived with his wife, Helen, at 708 Vine Street, which was not too far from his second factory. After the war, cars were first made from scrap aluminum, and then later switched to less expensive plastic. The cars were hand-assembled and painted by workers. The molding process was called sand molding. A wooden die would have wet sand packed around it. Next, the sand would be cut in half and the molten aluminum, or plastic, would then be poured into it. There would be a couple of people in the foundry smelting metal. This would be put into the molds. Once hardened, they would have flanges cut off with side cutters and belt sanders. Then, they went off to painting. The cars came in 4 different colors: green, yellow, blue, and red. Green was the rarest. At one point, there was a carousel that the cars were hooked onto to be painted. After painting, they would have the axle holes drilled and the wheels and spare tire attached. The cars painted using the carousel method are most often the ones that had little or no paint on them after very long periods of time. This can also show that mass production might not be very good for the quality of the cars. Roach also made small tractors, which are very rare. E.R. Roach toys are extremely collectible, and mint condition cars or tractors can sell for $200. Hard to believe that these cars probably sold for less than $1 back in the day. Roach's patent could have lasted 14 years, but only lasted 5 years when they went out of business in 1950. According to Roach's son, Chuck Roach, Elmer's partner passed away, and since there was no partner insurance, the company had to break up, and that was the last of the company.